Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. I am back at Crossroads Keep, if only to check up on things that have happened in my absence. So let's head on up, see if they got anything new for me. And if they don't, I'll start heading off to the Illifarn Ruins. Although I may go ahead and see how they're doing on training and all that. Alright, so let's see what's improved. Let's check over here first. Did Deacon move in? Did anybody move in? Yeah, Deacon's in here. Deacon's so happy to have a place of his own with roof and walls. Neverwinter had walls, but no roof. Not like as much. Deacon owe you much gratitude. Would be willing to trade and buy and sell and sing for Captain of Keep, if Captain wishes it. Anything you can do to help defend the keep? Deacon not think so. Deacon tried to help, usually getting a lot of shouting, yelling, and stone throw at him, which make him feel like home. Still, Deacon think he'd be underfoot too much to be of help. It is the way of things, being kobold. Well, I wanted to ask anyway. But if someone were to hurt Captain, or hurt Captain's home, Deacon think that would make Deacon very, very mad. Alright, let's see what your wares. Let's see what he has. He's got the generic, some of the stuff that he had before. He's got some additional spells. Got some miscellaneous stuff and a greater magic bag. I think we're good for now. Let's head on out. See what the armor and such has. Okay, there's the Dario, who is injured for some reason. Your keeps looks real nice, Captain. It's not so different from Highcliff. Just a bit more rubble around, that's all. Once I get my gear set up, you should talk to me about armor. I might even be able to make some for your grey cloaks. We talk about upgrading my men's armor. Unless some miners deliver me new ore, I don't have enough supplies to take care of the grey cloaks. I could supply a few of the men, but that won't do much. I'd like to see your wares. How's life in the keep? Much better since you've repaired the shop. The back room has my bed and things, and there's plenty of space. Glad to be serving you, Captain. Let's see about the wares. Arumvarak's armor is neat from a lore perspective. What does it do in this game? Not much, not much. So far, nothing that really stands out for me. Okay. Alright, and let's talk to... Oh, wait, there's Jacoby over here. So I need to talk to the miners too, don't I? Alright, this is exactly where I'd like to be, back in the service of the Great Cloaks with a commander that doesn't have stones in their head. This is right honor to be here, Captain, a right honor. Only one hitch, and with the Great Cloaks, believe me, there's always a hitch. I was talking with Kana, and those tight purses in Neverwinter haven't given us enough funds again. So like Fort Locke, we've got barely 2 coppers to rub together, and half the Great Cloaks here have farmers' tools as weapons. I'd make them weapons for as near as nothing as I can, but I still need to pay for materials. Can we talk about upgrading the weapons of my men? You provide me a fine shop, and I'm grateful, but to equip all the Grey Cloak with weapons, that takes ore, and I don't have enough of it. I need a local supplier. Okay, I'll see what I can do. How about reforging a silver sword? You mean a Githyanki blade? Don't take no offense, Captain. I ask around about you sometimes. And that Aldenon, well, he's got a mouth on him, but I'm afraid that no smith, not even me, could be able to reforge that. It's so infused with the weave and enchantments, it's not as simple as heating it up and putting the pieces back together. Alright. Tell you what, for now, farewell. And we will see about where the freaking miners and such are. Let's pop into the inn real quick. Alright. We got anybody in here that's useful? Nah, just the usuals. Alright, head back out. So guys, I've got to somehow get my miners to go ahead and collect ore. I've got a bunch of ore unlocked, I think. So let's talk to Vedal while I'm up here. Okay, construction's complete. What to do next? I would like to rebuild something. Let's go with the surrounding areas. I don't have the resource to work on the surrounding areas. Not there's much need. Alright, if the Grey Cloaks are a match for the roads we built, this would be the safest place in all the realm. Got 3,900 in there. Let's go with the buildings in the courtyard. Alright, nothing left to build right now. I want to talk about, let's discuss another part of the keep. We'll go with the fortifications. Alright, we will fill in these holes, start the repairs on the walls. Alright, so much to do. Alright, well that cost me 20,000 plus, but that's okay. That's coming here. I gotta fix the interior as well, don't I? At some point. There you are, Master Captain. Captain, you know, you. So we've been doing well, better than well, really, but our associates in the city don't trust us. They've sent spies to monitor what we're doing. Just give me the word, and these guys are going to be in Kellenvor's care by nightfall. Give me more who do they report to? Axel Devry, he doesn't trust us, and he's had someone watching us. Hold on, give me more details. Right, details. Some of the cloaks and I have an arrangement. I help them out, make sure they're on the right path to advancement, you know, then they can return the favor. Turns out that there's at least 4 of the cloaks that are on the take. What are our options? Let me arrange some accidents. You're the boss, so you can make sure no one looks into it. That's what I want to do, anyway. Well, let's watch the Watchers. Much can be learned. Now, that's thinking. There's a reason you're the boss. I'll have men I trust look into this and report back. All right. Better than just offing them, I guess. See, I got Kana there. I got Catriona there. Let's see what's over here. It's just a book. Alright, well, what else is there? There's something over here. There's another book. The Leadership of Neverwinter. Anything over here? I might have to repair the interior, huh? Let's talk to Kana. I received word from Captain Berlena in Neverwinter. They've captured Garius' consort, Torio Clave, and are holding her for treason. Berlena said they were going to put her to death, but Sir Neville interceded and said we should let you decide her fate. Torio Claven has offered her full cooperation and access to everything that she knows in exchange for her life. If you decide to let her live, she will be transferred to Crossroad Keep to serve as an informant. What do you wish to do? Yeah, her information could prove useful. Bring her here. Alright. Yeah. Very well, I shall send for Torio to be brought to Crossroad Keep. Once here, I will watch her closely. How may be of service? Give me a report. Okay, so we got 15% time passed, 0 funds for the keep, 3,000 something for the income, number of recruits 0, merchants 24, peasants 14, peasant civility average, morale average, Grey Cloak average, unit strength very low, weapons poor, armor none, last special mission none. Catriona, no assignment. Constructions, we got blacksmith and merchant shop. We don't have a church or a tower. We don't have any upgrades for the keep. Fortifications are repaired. Land security is low. Road security is average. Okay. So let's talk to Catriona. From your humble beginnings to this, you must be pleased, Captain. All right.
Let me lead the way.
Yeah,
you follow behind.
Make
talk to
your
Z.
path mine.
No, let's talk to Kana again. All right, maybe an opportunity for our men to gain some field experience. If you want to organize the men for the mission, let me know. Your orders, I want to organize the men. What special mission is available? The Crossroad has been a haven for bandits for over a dozen years now. The only farmers left are stubborn and hard as stone. I talked earlier today with a bandit we captured who let us know that Old Man Morris has upset one of the small bandit groups. The farmers led by Old Man Morris don't really trust the keep yet. Helping them out could win them over. All right, take care of this mission. I will send the orders, Captain. Yes. Okay. That'll do something, but I gotta find my my miners. So let's go back out here and see about, I guess, can I build some more? How much money do I have? I have 70,000. Yeah, let's talk here again. Master Vedal. Construction's complete. I want to rebuild something. Let's talk about the keep itself. Alright, so many rooms closed. Technically they were standing before I got here, but they were extremely unstable. There's 3 sets of rooms we need more work on. We can work on building a personal suite, repairing and upgrading the library, clearing out the West Wing for other purposes. Let's get the West Wing. Boom. I'm sure I'll find a use for these rooms indeed. So much to do, so much to do. Okay. Alright, but here's the thing is, where are my miners? I thought I brought some miners in. Where would I find them? Are they over here? Or are they inside the keep? Do I have to upgrade the keep for stuff? Yeah, well, they're not back here. Okay. Well, let's head on up into the keep. See how much money I have to spend on stuff. And I should probably sell some more of my stuff just to get some more money to upgrade the keep. Yeah, let's talk to here.
There's a matter that requires your attention, Captain.
Oh, there's a group of people. And
here
there's
to
Torio.
see.
It is a pleasure to meet you. You've made a bit of a name for yourself, and me and my band were hoping to impose upon you.
Oh, really?
You
now?
see, we want to follow in your footsteps and become adventurers.
Ah,
so we've pooled our resources
an
to
adventuring
equip
group.
ourselves, and now all we need is a mission that will get us gold and riches.
Now, it's not just about that, David. It's also about making the realms a safer place. Too much mischief afoot these days, if you ask me.
Right you are, Brother Maxwell. So,
Managing the
do you have
land.
any work for us?
I never sounded that way when I was starting off. And if I did,
Nishka. Can you hand? Is there anything these adventurers can help us with?
Near Port Last, we've heard rumors that the Luskins are plotting something. If I had any spare men, I'd
We'll send the
them to
newbies.
investigate.
You hear that? Now that's an adventure. Let's take the high road then.
It's just a rumor. It could be nothing. Wait!
Make sure you have enough rations for the journey, and
Well, let
don't
him go.
worry, we'll get to the
I guess
bottom of
I guess
this.
it's out of our.
I fear
I guess
we've
it's out
set
of the.
those poor fools on a dangerous course.
Oh well, that's how you earn experience. Is getting into danger. Let's talk to Uncas. So about Axel's spies. The spies watch every move you make, Captain. I think they're looking for weak points about the keep. Things like patrol schedules and routes, who has the keys to the gate, and other security types. Reading between the lines, I think Axel's preparing to put you down if you make a play for power. I'll let you know if I find out anything else. Okay, how's the keep doing? I've been meaning to ask, boss, but what do you want out of the keep? To make... There's no simple answer to that. To make it the most cutthroat place in all the north? I don't know. To build a mighty fortress. Just don't take Nasher too seriously. That's exactly once, but you get carried away. That'll mostly just need gold, I guess. Just talk to Master Vedal for that. But I should really answer your question. Things go. You expected more than that. You want to talk about something else? We'll talk farewell for now. Let's see what else we've opened up here. We've got the West Wing opened up, maybe? So what do we got over here? Empty rooms? Got like a war room back here. Got all kinds of books on stuff. Let's take a look at the desk. Crossroad Keep Key. Thank you very much. Alright. Well, there's the basement. Let's head down here in case anything's changed. Although I doubt anything has changed. Oh, wait. There's a person down... There's Grobnar.
One thing. I had a favor, really. I keep hearing about this tome of Ilkazar. And if I recall correctly, it has a few fascinating chapters on Golemcraft.
Alright. So?
Well, if we were to get a hold of it, we might be able to use it to help upgrade the construct.
Oh, we
I
can
mean,
do
he's
that.
walking around and healthy as golems go. But I only know so much about golems. There may be something I missed that could help him that would be in the tome.
Oh, sure. Sounds good. If we can restore him completely, he'll be an asset.
That's what I say. So glad you agreed. I was worried this was one of those times when I had a bad idea.
Just one of those times. Okay, I'll be going.
Of course.
Other questions?
Ask away.
All
Always
right, I'll be going now. Yes. I still don't see any of those miners around. Nobody back here. All right, let's head back upstairs. And see what there is to be seen out here. Okay. Let's talk to Kana. Alright, results from the special mission. Old Man Morris was deep in the hills, and the Grey Cloaks had some initial difficulty finding him. The report says he's a colorful character. The men were forced to camp nearby after several warning bolts were fired. A few days of waiting, and the bandits did indeed showed up. The Cloaks weren't as organized as I'd like, but there weren't many bandits, and they managed to drive them off, only a couple injuries on our side. Old Man Morris was so thankful he offered them dinner. They refused, but he sent a purse to you personally in thanks. 500 gold, not bad. I would like to more in-depth about the men and such. Tell me about Catriona. Catriona has weathered many battles in the old Alwell before she got to me. There's little I can teach her. The only decision for her is where to station her. I was planning on holding her in reserve to deal with special missions or other important matters, but I will defer to you. I will have her... She should help train the men for now. I will let her know the new assignment. How battle ready are they? Each of them is well versed in matters of warfare now. They aren't capable as squires, and certainly not as knights, but they are very skilled and disciplined. The men perform their duties with minimal complaints. Considering the reputation of the Grey Cloaks, they do well. The men's gear is, I hate to say it, pathetic. I'm working on that. Farewell. Yeah, let's talk to Torio. Wait. Here, let's talk to Casimir.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me?
No, nothing, never mind. Let's talk to Torio. So, you are rebuilding Garius' fortress. The irony is sharp indeed. Yes, one best not test the edge, or else it could cause a nasty scratch indeed. Sand, come now, let's not start. We both have such a disdain for personal politics. No reason for us to get on each other's bad sides. Is there another side of you? I shall make a note of it. Still, I prefer being here to being in a cell, unless you have some other plan for me that would make me long for prison walls. Perhaps you might have to change your heart to see what we're doing here. I'm not big on plans or the law. I prefer action. Well, if you aren't particular about the road you take to reach the end, then perhaps I can be of use to you. I was Garius' eyes in Neverwinter and Luskan, and he often had me on the lookout for recruits. Despite this, he had made some poor choices. Part of any war effort is resources and personnel in that area may be of some use. Any leads on potential recruits for the keep? Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of lore here. The ritual that took place here on the keep, what was it? The alliance with the King of Shadows was a delicate one, and the scales were heavily in the King of Shadows' favor. That did not sit well with Garius and his ambitions. Through research, he uncovered a ritual that tied to the King of Shadows that would provide him with the power he needed to make the arrangement more to his liking. But you put an end to that. I suspect that was for the best. If it had succeeded, I do not believe we would still be here speaking. Tell me more about the pieces of the ritual? He had an agent in Old Alwell, a priest of shadows, doing research upon corpses to uncover a process of allowing those with arcane abilities to keep them even after undeath claimed them. He also needed the tome of Iltkazar, which was held by the Luskan's neighbor, Ruithim. Alright. The Ruithim that Luskan is at war with. Yes, the theft set off a chain of events and also worked to its advantage. As part of the ritual here at Crossroad Keep, Garius required the tome of Iltkazar. The tome of Iltkazar dates back to ancient Illifar and says that to have secrets for controlling golems, like the blade golems, as well as arcane knowledge of portals and portal creation. So it's like a mage's spellbook, so what? More relevant is that the tome was also part of the terms of the treaty between Luskan and Ruithim, and Luskan did not enjoy being forced to give it to their island neighbor. Its theft caused Ruithim to mount an attack on Luskan, and Luskan was more than eager to respond. They have been at each other's throats ever since. Didn't the Hostower know who stole the book? No, not really. Garius used Luskan resources to obtain the book. It was only natural that Ruithim blamed Luskan. And Luskan has been eager to make Ruithim its own. Ruithim's accusations and subsequent attack on Luskan's ships worked to their advantage and ours. The war turned many eyes away from what Garius was doing, and trust me, only a war could turn away all the eyes of the Hostower at once. I'm somewhat surprised that the Hostower is not more aggressive in determining who stole the book and why. It is unlike them, especially considering there's a tome of great power. I agree, they are not ones to let mysteries lie, especially political ones. I cautioned Garius against the theft. It seemed too much, too soon. He was determined to have it, however, and my words cannot convince him otherwise. But his alliance with the King of Shadows allows him to succeed and hide the theft for long enough until the war had begun. Why are you telling me this? Because it no longer matters. The theft of the tome was an excuse for the war, not the cause, and if you screamed it to the hills, no one would listen. Where's the tome now? I do not know. The tome was used in the ritual, and I suspect if it had been found, something would have been said, but there has been no word. Whoever possesses it now, however, would have access to its secrets concerning the golems as well as to the portal magics it was rumored to possess. You said it controls golems? Yes, I'm not a major sorcerer, so the details are unclear to me. It is said to allow the construction and control of golems, such as the construct we encountered in Neverwinter, and again in the Githyanki Caves. But the blade golems, I doubt Garius could have constructed those. Those are of Illithar manufacture. But the book may have provided the means to control them. It is said to have been used as a means of staging the golem attack on Neverwinter in the war with Luskan many years ago. And other secrets on portals and planar travel aside, the tome can be a dangerous weapon in the wrong hands, and with the tome missing, I fear for Neverwinter. Okay. Tell me about the events in Luskan. Luskan and the Hoss Tower have their hands full with the war effort with Ruithim, but few know what sparked the war. Garius' role in it. As part of the ritual here at Crossroad Keep, you require the tome. Okay, etc., 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 etc. I have other questions. Can you tell me about Black Garius? I can tell you a great deal. It matters little since he's dead. I've met him many years ago on the streets of Luskan. I was earning copper, singing and performing in Luskan alehouses. He used me to spy on other Hoss Tower mages that frequented Luskan's seedier districts, as well as other servants. From there, I was able to track their movements and their plans. As time wore on and Garius' prestige grew, I became a useful tool and eventually an effective weapon. There's only so much a wizard's scrying eye can see, and I became the eyes that saw the rest. I believe we asked about Garius, not your dull past. All in good time, Sand. If you do not wish me to elaborate further, then be patient. I have rarely seen someone of Garius' raw ambition. He was determined to become a master of the towers, and he rose through the ranks so quickly, so brutally, that he earned the name Master of the Fifth Tower. There are only 4 towers in Luskan. Such a title as for a tower yet to be built is no small thing. But I suspect his hunger for power led to his downfall and led to his alliance with the King of Shadows. He became obsessed with the ritual, and it led him here. I have other questions. Any about the Arcane Brotherhood? They are the true rulers of Luskan, powerful mages that maintain a stranglehold on the city. That would be a kind description. They are much like our friend Garius in power and temperament. They're said to be powerful mages capable of great feats of magic if they weren't backstabbing each other all the time. While Garius was able to rise quickly in their ranks, there were some that he was forced to watch and others who watched him. Whether or not they were watching Garius or were using the war to their own advantage, I do not know. How many mages are in the war effort? Most of the Hoss Tower, including the Archmage, joined in the effort against Ruithim. It served as an effective distraction for Garius to operate more freely. Any leads on potential recruits? First, you should make sure you can move freely. Know all the roads, trails, and secret paths to ensure you control not just the keep, but all around it. For that, you should contact a scout by the name of Guyven. I've talked to him before. Few know the region as well as he does. He's difficult to find, but he is known to revisit several areas in the region. He was recently reported to have been in Old Alwell, although another source places him in the outskirts of Duskwood. Other questions? Alright. And that's that for that. Alright, so I gotta get Guyven. But I also gotta get the freaking, miners. Yeah, let's head out for now. I've got to find the miners. Where would they be? Just talk to Master Vedal. All right. What next? Let's talk about the keep itself. I'd like to work on my personal suite. Alright. And I've got enough that I will go ahead and get... let's check out my personal suite then. Since it gave it to me, where would it be? Is it over here? I guess I've got to look at the map. Where would the personal suite be? Oh, there we go. Way over here. So I guess I got to talk to Guyven. Is there anything in here I need to look at? Let's take a look at the cabinet. A container unidentified and a gold necklace. A bag of holding. Nice. I think that takes care of my weight limit, my weight problem on terms of carrying stuff. All right. I guess we'll talk to Master Vedal again. Want to rebuild something, the keep itself. Let's repair the library. You were quite lucky it didn't collapse on top of you earlier, you know. This also will make Aldenon happy. He's been begging me to let him back in there. Alright, so we'll get Aldenon back. Oh, joy. Alright. Well, where's the library? Oh, it's over here. Alright, there's sand. And there's a couple books laying around. There's the Book of Ice. And this looks like... Wait, banishment? Is that like just a scroll? It's good you were able to clear this room out. Not many texts were buried here, but there were such rare ones. You know, this room can be turned into an impressive library given the right text and time. I'll ask you about some lore. Very well, lore is said to be my specialty. Things taking place in the here and now move so fast and they're not very well documented. Do you know anything about Luskan's war with the Ruithim? Well, I do, but it's mostly a tangential discussion. What concerns me is that their two governments keep stealing a rather rare tome from each other that should really be in a museum so it can be properly appreciated. It's called the Tome of Ilkazar, and I get it. They want me to recover this tome, alright. But it keeps getting locked away or stolen. Golems? Oh yes, it has numerous chapters concerning the construction and control of golems. I believed allowed Luskan to gather the golems to attack Neverwinter many years ago. I suspect this would allow the Black Garius to take control of those blade golems you seem to run across, although I doubt he made them originally. Okay, what does it say about portals? The tome is said to detail numerous right circles and even details on a means one could use to traverse planes or travel between two separate points instantaneously. Quite fascinating. If we could only get a hold of it, I'm sure we would make good use of such knowledge. He said about the King of Shadows. King of Shadows, such a grandiose name, really. As I understand it, he brought many legions of demons against the Neverwinter forces. If I recall correctly, many of the battles occurred here in the Mare, and the West Harbor was one such battle. With the legions at his disposal, I'd say he was a competent warlock. Well, perhaps a few leagues farther than really competent, considering the fiends he was able to conjure up. What happened to him? I don't know, really. The time and circumstances of his death were never fully established. It would be nice to fill in that little hole in the wall of history, it would. Anything you can tell me about the Githyanki? The Githyanki, I haven't learned anything more since you sealed their portal. Wish I could have seen that. Must have been a wonderful sight. As for the Githyanki in general, well, I doubt they will leave you alone for long. They're an awful single-minded, battle-ready race, and I don't tend to let things go once they start pursuing them. Certainly you know more about them? Well, certainly, although rather soft-certain cryptic Zerth, a girl you rescued from the keep, might be a better source on the subject. Still, I might be able to help you with some of the more general aspects. Can you tell me about their culture? Let's see, they are a culture that reside on the astral plane, and they, like the Githzeri, were once slaves of the Illithids, the Mind Flayers. Actually, both the Githzeri and Githyanki were once one people, but due to some religious differences amongst their leaders, they went to war with each other not long after freeing themselves from the Mind Flayers. I'm sure your Zerth friend should provide considerable more detail than I. Alright, anything else you can tell me? They're a warlike culture, and they tend to revere their weapons even over their own kin. The strongest among them carry blades of silver swords that are amazing weapons, an homage to their ancient leader Gith, who is said to carry the greatest of the blades. But of course, it's all hearsay. Gith and her blade were lost when she went on a pilgrimage to the lower planes to speak with the Queen of Dragons. Gith never returned, but ever since that time, Red Dragons and the Githyanki have been allies, so something must have happened down there. I have some questions I wanted to ask. I'd like to ask about some lore. Nope. Okay, I've exhausted his stuff. Alright, so let's take a look. First, we look at this bookcase. We've got the Ancient Art of Golemcraft. I will take that. Cloud Kill. There's the Rise and Fall of Netheril. There's the Book of Ice.
I am overburdened.
There's Undeath to Death, which is a scroll.
Bear some of my load.
Wait, what? There was multiple things here. There's another scroll there, Banishment. I will take that. This is all like material for constructing things, I think. Yeah, that just opened up that. On the refinements of the alchemist's craft, that's for crafting alchemy. Summon creature 9, yes. Globe of Invulnerability, yes. Quiet Death of the Brotherhood of Assassins. Okay, and then the Ruins of Ilisk. Alright, Marvelous Artifacts for the something of sorcery. For the resistance of sorcery. What's this? Mass Charm Monster. The Nether Scrolls? Okay. So we've got a lot of scrolls. let's try and scribe them. Undeath's Death. Can't do it. Can't do it. Don't need that. Alright. Well, let's open up the bag of holding. And we will shove this stuff in, because this is for constructing stuff. This is all for building stuff. Alright, some of this stuff is too high level. But it will be useful later. Alright, well then, next is more construction, I guess. I still don't know what to do regarding the miners. Alright, the war room is up there. Do I need anything from the war room? I don't think there's anything in the war room. Yeah, there's nothing in the war room. So I don't know. I told those miners to come here. But it doesn't look like they did. Man, it's just stronghold management here. Let's talk to Master Vedal. Alright, what do we do next? The keep itself. Alright, the interior is done. The buildings in the courtyard. Another part of the keep. The fortifications. Alright, 50,000. Do not have it. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, nothing right now. I gotta get more money! I'm a little bit irritated that I do not know where those miners went. Well, there's Jacoby. Are the miners outside? There's Eleni. There's a Dario. There's a worker. I guess let's head outside and see if they're out in the field somewhere or something. Alright, what's out here? Oh wait, the miners are out here. Okay. There's Orlin. Let's talk to Orlin. I'm not one to dwell on tragedy. I figure as long as there's work to be done and folk to feed, I might as well make myself useful. I can see why you need me, though. Fields are as wild as a feral badger that's been bit by a kobold. Good news is the ground here has had time to rest since anyone tilled it last. Not as fertile as our West Harbor, but good enough. You always were one to do the right thing. I guess it's no wonder that would lead you to great things. All right. Let's talk to these miners so I can start getting the interior set up. Talk to Kalindra. May your dealings ever prosper, Captain. I have since found my way to your keep, and I sense much economic potential. The other miner here, Penton, and I have reached an arrangement. He knows about the earth, but little about commerce. This arrangement shall benefit all of us. Simply inform Penton or I of the location of the deposits. We will send our men to mine them. I found some new ore deposits. My hope is that in the is well placed. Here, take these coins for your share of the profits. When my men return, I'll give you a sample of whatever ore they find, only the best for the finder of fortunes. I must depart to coordinate the mining efforts. I'll return as soon as possible. And how about you? It's about time I got out of that old Alwell. Too dangerous and too much commotion, if you ask me. But gods, who decided it would be a good idea to move to this keep? Not that I have much choice but to come here. I don't have enough coin to rent in Neverwinter. But if we're going to be working here, could you please try to fix it up? Oh, and find me some mineral deposits. Alright, where can I find ore? That's your problem, not mine. Not mine, get it? That's a little minor humor for you. Ah, to hell's with you, you can't take a joke. In your travels, just keep an eye out for mineral deposits. Find them and tell me where they are, and I'll set my team out there. Find something new, I'll give you a sample. I don't have any spare samples on me. Got it? I've found some, and I told her where they are. So I'm going to go back in, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I've got like a backlog of deposits that I've discovered in my travels thus far. Let me see if I've got to queue them all up. Let's see what the miners say. Am I going to be popping back in and out like this to talk to these miners? Alright, she's back already. Alright. Wow, okay, you have returned to us. Look, I've saved you a sample from the latest shipment of ore. That's a lot of different ones. Alright, do you know where I can find mineral deposits? If you find yourself in a cave or a mine, keep a sharp eye out for the fruits of the earth. Alright. Alright, where do you come from? I come from Om, the glorious city of Athkatla, a busier port you shall never see. With ships that trade from here in the far north to Teshulta in the south and west of the jungles of Mastika. My father sent me here to see that coin flows south to our family and to our city, so both may prosper. I may not have the skills of a miner, but I can manage my purse strings as well as any master merchant. Alright. So I got a number of mines opened now. Listen, I only came here as a courtesy. Most folks here are following you like sheep to the slaughter. I just wanted to let you know I'm moving to Waterdeep. There's nothing here for me. After all I've done for you, you're leaving like this? Alright, so you've helped me out, but I would have made it on my own. It's time for me to pursue my options, so it's been great, but I'm leaving. Help secure your fortune. Stick with me, there's more gold to be made. If I find any mineral deposits, you'll miss out, but you haven't found anything for me lately. You're all dried up, and there's no percentage in dealing with you anymore. Help secure your fortune. Failure. You owe me some gold. Time to pay up. What do you mean? According to trade law, I own part of your profits. Those laws apply even in Neverwinter. That's what I mean to say is that's why I came here. To pay you your share of my profits. Here, take it. Now we're both even. You take care. Alright. Well, that... I guess I've got the other miner still. Yeah, let's go in and let's talk to the armorer and the weaponsmith to see if about upgrading my gear for my soldiers. Get them outfitted in good gear. I mean, I'm presuming I can do something. Give me a second. Here. How much money? I got 40 grand. It's not great, but I guess it'll do. Hey, Dario, thank you for building the shop for me, etc. I don't know how much it'll be worth to an adventurer like you, but please take this. Gave me some armor. Can you talk about upgrading my men's armor? I have some supplies left. I can make some new armor for your men. Anything specific you're looking for? Everyone needs at least some basic armor. I'll make sure that every man has some form of armor, but it may not be the most ideal armor, but it's better than the sackcloth some of them are wearing. Let's get started on it. Alright. He's going off to give him at least basic stuff, and let's talk to the weaponsmith now. Actually, let's see what armor I just got. Armor of Comfort, which I'm going to immediately sell, I think, yeah. Jacoby, you've always treated me right. Now you've built me a shop here. One of these days I'll think of a way to repay you. I'd like to see your wares first, because I'm going to immediately sell this armor that I was just given. And for that matter, I'm going to sell a couple other things, like this Sonic kit. This gold necklace. I don't know about that ring. Let's open this and start stashing these ingots and such in it. Got anything else I need to sell in order to get money for this keep?
Yes.
I mean, probably, but... yeah, let's sell this. Wait, what do we got? Ah, it's an upgrade, I think. Boom, yep. We'll sell those. Oh, what else we got to sell? I think that scarab protection is better. Is not as good as anything anybody has. Good on everything else. See about the tiefling. We got anything that you need? She doesn't have anything necessary.
Yes.
How about you, Githyanki? We will sell. I'm kind of torn here. I think I will sell this. I'm going to take a couple of these things that I'm just not using. And how about you? You got anything to sell? We got a lot of scrolls. And I think that's about it. Ah, another silver shard. Yeah, okay. So that's about it. So let's talk to Jacoby. Alright, I could talk about upgrading the weapons of my men. What do you want specifically? At the very least, I want every Grey Cloak here to have a real weapon. I agree, soldiers need an honest weapon. I can do that for half city cost. Alright, pay 5,000, get started on it. Alright, so we've got basics. And I think we've still got enough money where we can upgrade them a few more steps. So, as usual, let me pop into the inn and then pop back out. Because every load screen seems to bring a bunch of other stuff with it. Got a minstrel over there. And we've got a couple new people in here. Alright, let's go over here. Talk to Jacoby. Come by to see me? Well, if Jacoby's going along just fine, thanks to you. Enough of your talk. Let's talk about upgrading the men. I want good weapons for all the Grey Cloaks. And that's going to be 15,000. That'll work. A considerable investment ore and time. That'll work. Get started on it. Alright, and we will go over here and give Edaro his gear. I'll talk about upgrading the armor to decent armor. Won't be cheap. 15,000. That'll work. And I think that's about all I can afford right now, unfortunately. So let's get out of here. And I guess I've still got to upgrade the keep a little bit. And I've got to upgrade the armor and weapons another step, I think. But for now, we will come out here. And I will actually be on my way to the quest. As, you know, 2 sessions of just kind of browsing the keep, getting the stronghold set up, that sort of thing. That's alright. That's alright. Got to manage my lands. No, that's what a landlord does. Got to take care of your people. And we will accept this party and move onward. And we will move to the ruins of Arvon. You encountered something on the way to your destination. Is it going to be another bug? Is it going to be an error? What do we got? We got a random encounter. Although the random encounters in this game do not seem to be all that random. It's over then. Please, I beg you, make it quick. What are you talking about? You're not Malarites? Then who? Oh gods, they're here. You stand between us and our prey, stranger. Step aside and allow us to complete our sacred hunt. Just how do I know you won't just attack me anyway? You're not our prey this time. Walk away and consider yourself fortunate. I'm not going to allow you to harm this man. Your interference won't be tolerated. I'm not good. I just don't want these Malarites. We'll destroy you and then complete the hunt. Yeah, whatever. Just because you don't like Malarites doesn't mean that you're good. Yeah, let's get our people up to run up there.
Well,
And you
looks like we have some new targets.
go ahead and pepper people with that. And we will go with Battle Tide on you. Alright. Alright, RPG Crawler. We'll go ahead and bust out a haste and we'll get it over there.
You nothing, Academy living cantrip casting.
Go ahead and
suck.
bust out the missile swarm again.
Illithid, mind flayer slave.
And we'll go with, I guess, Recitation. And kind of buff everybody. Alright, RPG Crawler. Let's take out this one. Let's pop an Animate Dead then. Alright, that Animate Dead is up. And we can go with Chain Lightning. And zap people. Alright, we gotta finish this guy. Yeah.
Sure. I
Wait, there's only one left? No, there's two left.
this one.
Boom. Alright, well let's go ahead and... Oh, there's some nice stuff. I gotta go ahead and grab it with my cleric. That's a nice amount of money. There's Scimitar of Speed going on.
Fall in behind.
Alright, peasant. I think the gods you were here, they had me for sure. You're pretty lucky. What are you going to do now? My village isn't that far. I should be able to make it on my own. Thanks for the help. Okay, that was an odd encounter. I guess I continue onward. Wait, what is this place? That is so huge. Wait, is this the Illifarn ruins? It's like an entire map of forest. That's weird. Okay. Alright, well, let me get out of here and continue on my way. All right, onward towards the ruins of Arvan. Now, what's happening here? Wait, this is back in West Harbor. What's going on here? Got that cutscene going.
So the town remains.
Uh-oh.
Let us see if what I seek is here as well.
Showed up with some demons and such. Well, rest in peace, West Harbor. Okay.
We have arrived. I can still feel the touch of Ilfarn around us and beneath us.
Alright, so this is nothing but a pile of stones. I don't understand what we're looking for here.
Know that we must find the 5 statues of Angarad if we are to
sounds like
complete
something's
the
growling
ritual
at
of
me.
purification. These statues are within these ruins. If our sources are true,
It sounds like there's
without
a full-on
undergoing the
battle.
ritual, we cannot defeat the King of Shadows. We must make haste. The sooner we complete the ritual, the sooner we can take the battle to our enemy.
Alright, sounds good. But on that note, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually call it here for this episode, and we'll continue in the next one. For now, this has been the RPG Crawler with Neverwinter Nights 2. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you got any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content, both tabletop and computer. Until next time, take care and goodbye.